Grid Alternatives is a non-profit organization, and our goal is simple:
to create a world powered by clean, renewable energy that benefits and is accessible to everyone.
Our modern lifestyle has created severe negative impacts on our communities and our planet.
The oil and gas industries have contributed to illness, pollution, climate change, and environmental destruction.
Yet there's something we can do to change that.
This is a global problem, and all the choices we make today have the power to shape the lives of the future generations.
What kind of future do you want?
The transition from dirty energy to renewable energy is an enormous part of the solution to creating a healthier planet.
And Grid Alternatives is working with people on the front lines of climate change to transition to a clean energy future.
There are a lot of ways to address climate change, and if you're watching this, you might want to be part of the solution.
But don't know where to start.
Let me show you some ways to get involved through clean, renewable energy.
Bueno, mi nombre es Luis Palacios y vivo aquí por 13 años. Mi parte favorita de mi casa es la yarda, donde vengo a ver mi jardín, mis fuentes y mis aguacates y todo. Es para mí un hobby venir a salir a mi casa, a la yarda, a regar mi jardín, a ver mis fuentes, a limpiarlas. Los paneles solares los obtuve hace como 5 años atrás y me han dado un buen ayuda. El bill ha sido muy bien. El bill ha venido por más de la mitad de lo que yo pagaba anteriormente. Me siento también como feliz por eso, porque de cierta forma yo estoy colaborando para el medio ambiente para que esté mejor. Vivo muy feliz en esta casa.
Solar technology has been around for several decades, and solar electric systems work by converting sunlight into direct current electricity, also known as DC current. The inverter is what converts the DC current into alternating current, also known as AC electricity, which is what you use in your home.
Each solar system is uniquely designed for a home, taking into account your historical electric usage, available roof space, and any other parameters such as funding or programming regulations.
Sometimes the inverter is centralized, and other times you have multiple microinverters.
With a solar system, you produce electricity only when the sun is able to reach the panels, so homes will need supplemental electricity from your utility provider, so you will remain connected to the grid like you are now.
If it's daytime, the solar system is producing energy. Yes, even on cloudy days. Remember, it needs light, not heat.
If you don't use that energy when it's produced, it is sent back to the electric grid, and your utility gives you credits for that solar energy.
During the night, there is no sunlight, so the solar system powers down. At that point, the power grid jumps in and provides electricity.
The same as for a home without solar. You, of course, will be charged for that electricity either monthly or annually.
Solar systems can sometimes be paired with batteries to provide backup power when the grid power goes out.
In short, sometimes you're sending electricity to the grid for credits, and sometimes you're buying electricity from the grid and being charged.
Ask your local utility for more information on how this works.
So here we are at the Gonzalez household, one of the homes that we installed solar.
Mi nombre es Juan González, soy General Labor, trabajo en construcción. La verdad sí tenía dudas, muchas dudas, porque en este mundo dicen que nada es gratis, y después ya cuando empecé a investigar, pues es algo muy maravilloso, la verdad. Muchos de los vecinos tienen curiosidad de ver lo que estoy haciendo, me preguntan que por qué, porque lógicamente creen que es algo costoso poner paneles, pero si se investigan, hay alternativas con compañías tan buenas como la de ustedes, que puede ser gratis. Entonces ellos todo el tiempo me han preguntado que cómo, les he dado la información, pero a veces los vecinos son incrédulos, pero es muy buena alternativa y ya lo he mostrado a varios vecinos, el sistema que he hecho con ustedes. Mi experiencia con la compañía Grid Alternatives de maravilla, porque todo o cada llamada que hacía con ellos me la respondían al instante, no tuve nunca ningún problema para comunicarme con la compañía.
I'm sure you know gasoline and diesel are sources of energy that contribute to pollution and climate change. Well, there are more and more solutions to making our transportation cleaner. Biking, public transportation, and electric vehicles are great ways to combat climate change.
My name is Erica Williams and I live in Pomona, California. I commute to LA every day. I have always considered electric vehicles. For me, the drawback was the price point. They weren't affordable in my head. Once I started educating myself, I started finding out about all the incentives that are out there. Then I started seeing maybe I can do this. I bought my car in September of last year, and by December I had solar panels installed. So I now have solar on my roof, charging system. I just checked my electric bill. Even with the super dry summer that we had, I had a credit in those months. I probably spent anywhere from $250 to $300 a month on gas, and that's no longer an expense I have.
Grid Alternatives installed the electric vehicle charger and solar system for Erica. If you are interested in solar, batteries, electric vehicles, or chargers, it just takes a phone call, or you can go online and ask us. So, what are you waiting for? Doesn't all of this sound amazing?
Maybe a bit too good to be true?
Yeah, we get that.
Nothing is free, goes the saying.
Well, in our case, there's no catch, I promise.
We're able to offer all these amazing benefits to people who qualify thanks to generous funding from governments, private companies, and individual donors.
In other words, it is not free. Someone else is helping to pay for it.
And there are a lot of people who want to help and want to create a better future for us and for all generations to come.
We just need each person to pitch in whatever way they can. At GRID, we are continuously thinking, working, and partnering with funders and communities to bring the benefits of renewables to communities that are most impacted by dirty energy. That can include installing a solar system for affordable housing, nonprofits and community centers, or helping a healthcare facility in Nepal get electricity to store their vaccines, or working with Native nations to support their transition to energy sovereignty. We also provide in-depth job training for those interested in working in the renewable energy industry.
Clean energy is transformative.
One rooftop at a time,
One clean vehicle at a time.
One job trainee at a time.
We are working to rebalance a broken system.
We thank you for being part of the solution.